Bishop pattern number 5, a crafty bishop maneuver. So this pattern is super common. Actually, when I tried to search for games, I got so many games about this pattern. So it's quite simple. You develop the bishop to d2, which is usually a half developing move, but then you get it to c3 where it gets a really strong diagonal. And this is an idea that's very common in many openings, and in fact it makes the whole opening playable at many points. Like in the Rubinstein French, this is common, and many other openings actually, too many to list. So one thing to remember is that you need to watch out when your bishop comes to c3. Great thing, but sometimes you block in the c pawn. Sometimes you might be liable to these b4 pawn pushes. So when you put your bishop there on c3, just watch out for anything happening on the queen side. In rare instances, sometimes also there's this rook takes c3 exchange sacrifice idea. So how the pattern plays out, and I just realized I need to add some empty chapters. Whoops, now we want to okay, you got a sneak peek into chapter you got a sneak peek into bishop pattern number 6. So yeah, just let me. So one thing to remember and how the pattern plays out. So let me just show you. So this is how the pattern plays out. Bishop d2, bishop c3. And now for our sample game. We have a game by Magnus Carlsen against Vasily Ivanchuk in this very popular French line. And here, yeah, this is another pattern actually, spoilers, because here, like, the bishop doesn't need to move because the queen just takes here. Like, if a takes, you just take here. So this is a common motif in chess actually. And yeah, here we're going to see how the bishop activates itself. So from d7 to c6, and it puts tremendous pressure here. And yeah, without this maneuver, maybe black's position wasn't so great, but yeah, with this maneuver it is. And here we get to see some tactics that again remind us of Crazy House and Bug House, where you see all of these sacrifices here. And actually Magnus blunders checkmate here. This was a blindfold game, I believe, so yeah. Okay, so for our test, we have a game between Anand and Yasser. So again, I mentioned this Rubinstein stuff, and yeah, here. So again, the Rubinstein, right? Do you play bishop d7 or bishop d7 followed by bishop c6 here, or do you go for something else? Pause the video and try to figure that out. Well, in this bishop pattern series, I've been very straightforward. When I tell you, when I'm testing you, I usually just give off the answer we learned. No tricks here, you just go for bishop d7 and bishop c6. Even here, where you are losing the bishop pair, you have to go for it because it's the best course of action to develop this bishop. And here even Anand refused to go for knight takes c6, which would have been fine, but Anand saw further. And yeah, here there are some really nice tactics where Anand picked up a pawn. Let's maybe watch that again. So here, and Anand picks up a pawn. And yeah, so Anand went for this queen maneuver, not taking on c6, because he saw it was maybe even better. It was better. And yeah, so nice conversion here by Anand also. Give Anand an extra pawn and this very strong bishop, the dark sword bishop. It's going to be easy peasy for him. Game went on for a bit more, but not for much more than this. And Anand picked up a pawn, and yeah, the rest is history. So yeah, this pattern, very common. The idea occurs a lot in many openings. You need to be aware of it. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Take care and au revoir.